Hello everybody, Chris here. Welcome to another episode of Coastal Life. I've been busy. The villagers are now in a half a house. Let me explain. I took the top down because I did this. And any villagers that have jobs are going to end up in here, not over there. This isn't done. It doesn't have a full roof. It's fine. And the villagers, and I'm going to have to do this free cam. Now go from there. They go down, and they go in here. And all the beds are down here. I still need to get more. I have 3 after cleaning everything up. I have 3 of these. So like I said, I've been busy. However, the farmers have been as well. They've been busy. Which is good because I'm running out of potatoes. I also fixed up the blaze spawner. Let me show you. This is fixed. This goes to a desert. Not where I wanted it to go. But I even have it set up this way. That was for the glass. They're slow, but it's single player, so I'm not super worried about it. There we go. I will admit it's a mess up here. They have this space to spawn into. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess. But it works. I wish that went a little closer to home. And ignore the torch spam. They spawn at level 11. Didn't get any. That's fine. I also need to fix up my path to get here. Because, like, this area, it's fine. But this up here is not safe. Plate mate. I got shot on my way up here. Hey, dude, I do not have a bow to deal with you right now. Ah, got me anyway. Dang it. Okay. That's alright. That's why I need food. Okay, dude, leave me be. Don't shoot me. Did it anyway. Rude. Quit burning my blocks. No, you can't be angry that far. Let's get back and go figure out what our plan is for today. But do I actually have a plan? Not yet. I need one. I also need to make sure that those villagers up there are going to be safe. I don't think they are because I think I took out some of the lighting that I was using up there. We will check that in 1 second. Let's get the iron flowing again. That shouldn't take much. There we go. So what I need to check now are the light levels. Oh. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I was worried about the light levels. Oh. What happened here? Okay. That one, I'm not sure what happened. Yep, there we go. All fixed. Hey, dudes. I have nothing for you right now. But let's grab some potatoes. Let's go get those cooking so I have some food while I wait to level my guys up. And figure out what we're gonna do. Because I'm not sure. Honestly, I should do my diamond mining. But right now, I really don't want to do that. Smoker. Have some potatoes. You have potatoes. You don't have coal. Where is my coal? There's my coal. There we go. I can now have some more potatoes because 4 is not going to do me. I did also clean up in here a little bit. Obviously, you can see I've got a couple more item frames. I moved all my wood to down here. It is raining. But I cleaned up down here. This is still nether stuff. I have a lot of netherrack. Some random blocks. That one's all basalt. I think this is the one. Yep. These are organized too. That's what happens when it's really cold out and you don't want to do anything. So you sit, you watch a Hermitcraft stream weekend, and you organize and do things with just flashback recordings. So that happened. But now I gotta figure out really what I want to do. I need to get more villagers. Like, having one guy who does silk touch isn't gonna get me very far. You trade iron. You do not trade iron. You trade iron. I had these guys at least leveled up. You take my rotten flesh. And you trade sticks. But I don't really want to work on the villagers either. I did a lot already. So I think I'm going to do some more cleanup, including this. I got to figure out how to fix this. It's driving me crazy. I might extend the mud and just put the mud slabs there. Yeah, let's try that one. Okay. Yes, that's better. Much better. It throws it a little off because this is supposed to be that, but you can't make that into slabs. Be nice if you could. Oh, we have another child. I knew about 2 of them. Okay. Unless those 2 are breeding. Yeah. But we got that sorted. That definitely feels better. It went out a little further. Honestly, it's fine. I still need to clean up all the land up under here. I can do that later. Oh. Anyone wondering where that portal went? Here, I'll show you. There. It went up here. Not even sure where. Oh, right there. It ended up right there. So, that portal does not give me an easy way home. I don't know if maybe this does. But it's still not an easy way home. It's easier to walk through the nether. Oh. Why does it feel so dark? I don't know. But I think it's time to do some more land cleanup because this place honestly is a bit of a mess. I was growing trees over there, which I need a tree growing area like here or something. So I'm going to get to work on that and we'll see what we end up with. I did some off-camera exploring. Let's just say that it was a lot of exploring. I found a ship, and my inventory was already pretty full. I came for a treasure map, didn't really want anything else. And went hunting for the other things, and I took wheat and moss. Why I took the wheat when I have a wheat farm, you know what, I don't know. But then I went hunting for the treasure and found it pretty easily. It ended up not really being all that great, if I'm being honest. A lot of iron and some gold, but yeah, I was starting to run out of room just a little bit. But I didn't end up taking all of it. I left the fish. The fish didn't come with me. Didn't need them. And took a nap in a bed in a village that I came across. And I explored the village a little bit. I didn't really find anything that of use, honestly, other than some really, really weird water physics. Clearly I said no. And I found that. Yeah. Decided to come over to it, see what it had. It took me forever to realize that this guy, yeah, he's got a trident in his hand. I was just looking for the chest. I wasn't trying to do anything else. I was looking for the chest, tossing all the blocks out as they ended up in my inventory. Found the chest, and realized I couldn't reach it. And decided, oh wait, he's got a trident. Let's get rid of him. Ow. He didn't drop the trident. And for all that work, I got a fishing rod. Yeah, that wasn't great. But what I originally went exploring for, obsidian, because I wanted to make an enchanting table. I got the obsidian. I didn't take anything else from this chest other than the lodestones, because I do eventually need to start using those. They're more useful now. And I left the dirt. And I forgot why at this point I needed the obsidian, so I just started taking every single little bit that this portal had. It was a lot. Well, it felt like a lot because I don't have an enchanted pickaxe right now for it. But we got it. And I found another village with another bundle, which I have a bundle of bundles, but I still decided that, hey, I'm gonna use the new bundle, which is what I did. And then I decided I wanted bees with a full inventory. Yeah, that probably wasn't smart, but I got the achievement. So I ended up actually with 2 hives. This one, I cut out a lot of bee footage. This one I ended up with 2 bees in it, not 3. Right there, it looks like I've only got 1 bee in it. I sat around for a while for that hive. But I wasn't sure what I walked in on. It was something weird. But then I killed a bunch of cows. I was deciding that I wanted a horse. And I wanted this horse because they are crazy fast. It took a bit of angry horse to be able to actually tame said horse. Which, it's fine. It's fine. It's not a big deal. It eventually decided to like me, which was great. I think it kicks me off, yep, 1 more time. And then the horse likes me. Maybe. I did forget actually how long this actually took. But I had the horse, added the saddle, and decided to make my way home once I figured out which way was the best way to get myself home. And this was just an amazing view, honestly, trying to get down from this meadow, but the view was pretty darn cool. I didn't hurt the horse, and as I got closer, I decided I'm taking the treetops to get myself home. I'm not going to try and go through a dark forest with a horse in tow. I went through it a little bit, but I ended up running the treetops for quite some time, which it was fine. It was great. And then I finally saw home. And it wasn't until I got back into my barn that I realized that, hey, guess what? You silly girl. You already have an entire pen of horses. I hadn't even checked their speed, but this one went in there. So in between that last set of recordings and this, which, I mean, you can see I have beehives. I got a new monitor. So things are going to look a little different because now it's going to be recording at a higher quality and a different screen resolution. I hate doing that in the middle of the video, but it was on sale. But I made what I said I was going to make, which is why I went for the obsidian in the first place. Was this. I need to get bookshelves. I don't think my villager does bookshelves, and I also need to set these up. I don't need honey bottles, I just need the honeycomb. But I don't think you trade... Oh no, you do trade bookshelves. Okay, that will actually help a ton. But yeah, as I said, I realized I didn't speed check these other horses. There's the one that I found. And anyone wondering my exploration, this is a big empty spot, but I've filled in some of this map, which there's a lot of coral over here. I went down here. I ended up at all these villages. The horse was actually in between these two, I believe. Or it was over here. I can't remember, but I went all the way up and around. So, I did a lot. But let's see. So this guy, 3.28 jump and 12.79 speed, which is why I grabbed him. I don't think he's got a good speed. Not the great jump. I think that might be my best one. It's hard to snag these guys. I swear every donkey is exactly the same. I may not have any to breed them with. I'm not sure. I might, but I don't know. But I hope you like the path. I actually looked up some pallets. Yeah. It's hard to figure this out. But I need to get that set up. And I need to get these going. I used to remember how to do it. I did it on my server, and they're not going automatically. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. But I was gone for a bit. None of this really filled up at all. Actually, and my guess is this, yeah, it didn't do a whole lot either. But I am going to actually cut it here because I have to do some redstoning, and I don't really want to do redstoning while I'm on camera. I hate doing it. I really do. I might record it and stick it at the start of the next video, or it'll just be done and over with. But we did a lot. and I know the video's a little delayed. My ambition right now to actually do recordings is a little low. It's me. It's got nothing to do with anybody else. It's when videos sit at 1 and 0 views after a week, you lose a little bit of ambition. You lose the desire to actually do the recordings. I'm not saying that people need to watch. Watch if this entertains you. But I'm still going to keep making them. They might have a little bit more of a gap between them. But sometimes you kind of have to do that. But I'm going to work also on setting up the enchanting and getting myself some diamonds. But for now, take care of yourselves and have a great day. Bye, everybody.